it would be better to edify about who we are, about talking to people about them bringing people to the Lord. Those things are more edifying. Saba, what's up? Saba, you got a question? Yeah, Eric, we don't need to climb up. He reached down. Right. He reached down. We grabbed his hand. He already pulled us up in heaven. So now that we're up in heaven walking around, the conversation is not, hey, all right, guys, look, let's not do anything to mess this up. We're already there. We're already there. You don't waste time talking about.
God bless you, brother. God bless everyone. Meow, she asked the question in the chat. That's why she asked, "Do you
Oh,
need a degree to have a career?"
do you
So
need to have a degree to have a career?
yes.
No. You can get a certificate or a license. You can get a career with a degree, certificate, or license. Anything other than that, it's a job. There's a difference between a job and a career. Most of the time, jobs are. I'll give you a real good example of the difference between a job and a career. And for people that's never had a career, they're not going to like it. So just suck it up. I don't know what else to tell you. But I'll give you an example. And I'll use law enforcement. Okay, I'll use being a police officer. Okay, so let's say you got a person that, let's say they work on a what do you call that? Conveyor belt. Let's say you're in front of a conveyor belt, and I don't know, you're picking out. Let's say there's a bunch of like plastic pieces, and if one of the plastic pieces is not perfect, like if it's warped or bent, you throw it in this bin back here, and that's all you're doing. The pieces are going. You're like, oh, messed up, and you're just sitting there doing that, taking these pieces out. Okay, that's a job. That kind of job, they can fire you and put a monkey right there to do it. You understand? That's a job. Anybody can do that job. But a career that you had to go to school for, whether it's a degree, whether it's a certificate or a license, you can't just take a monkey and throw him in there the next day. That person is trained on a very specific thing. You don't need any training if you're standing in front of a conveyor belt and there's pieces going by, and you know it's supposed to be a perfect round cylinder thing. I'm just making up the shape. And you see some flat ones come by. Well, you know it was too hot. Instead of it maintaining its integrity in the shape of a circle or sphere or whatever, or a pipe, it melted down. What training do you need? You have to have eyeballs, okay? You have to have at least 20/30 vision, I guess. Or is it smaller that's bad or bigger? I thought it was, maybe it's, I don't remember. But let's say there's like, hey, you just need 20/20 vision. You need to be able to see. That's it. And speak, speak. You need to be able to, your hands need to be able to work. Any human you can get, and within 30 seconds, they know what they're supposed to do. That's called a job, okay? A career is, they can't just throw somebody in there to do it. They can't. And and a career, most of the time, you it's hard for your boss to treat you bad. Matter of fact, I'm not saying they don't want to anyway, but at a job, a lot of the times they don't care. A lot of the times whether they treat you bad or not, they don't care. It's totally different. 100% totally different. In a career, you have more job security. In a job, you don't. I could do this all day, that they're not the same. A job and a career is not the same thing. Okay, now, there's people, they don't want a career. They just want to have a job. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. Because if you get a career, there's more responsibility. In a job, less responsibility. But like I said, I could do this all day and show the difference. And again, this is for majority. Big time. 75, 80% of jobs are 75 to 80% of jobs are not careers. And maybe 10% of careers are like jobs, right? So it's not 100% on each side, but the majority of them prove that there's a difference.
So get a job to build a career.
You can get a job to build on a career. Yeah. You get a job. Let's say you're at the conveyor belt, plastic. You're sitting there doing a job a monkey can do. Maybe you're there a year or two and they're like, hey, you think you can be the one to lead? Right. So now you're in charge of these 15 monkeys that are now you're the one in charge. You're still in a job. But if you keep going, it can be a career, because if they ask you after a lead, can you be a supervisor? Now you have a career. Now,
would you say that a career is what you see yourself doing? Like I can have a job, you know what I mean? I can have a job and do my job so well that it looks like I'm trying to make it something. Right.
Yeah. So again, most careers are a career because you are actually trained specifically to do something. So again, you have a degree in that area or in that field, or you have a certificate, meaning you went to school and you got certified to do something, or you have a license. You went to school and the state issued you a license saying you know how to do this job. This career. That's not the same thing as a job.
I'm saying though, like if I do something for this amount of time, I don't need a certificate from a state or a job or something to say that I do this thing well, right?
Okay. Well, again, if you had a job that did not start off with a license, a certificate, or a degree, you understand? You're kind of going. You're saying you don't need a license to do it. Well, then a license is not required to do it, is what I'm telling you.
For example, I had my CDL and I took a civil service test and I made the career out of it. I did 23 years until I was retired. That was my career.
Yeah. So, okay. So you got a CDL. All right. So if you have a CDL license, that means that they can't throw anybody on that bus. They have to go get a CDL. Rena, that's not true. At least put in parentheses what's not true. Rena, what are you talking about? What's not true?
Right. Like I have my Class A CDL, but then I have my administrator's license for assisted living. I don't use either one of them right now, but I have them for security.
Yeah, right. But they just can't grab anyone off the street to do that.
Right. No.
Yeah. So that's a career. That's not just a job.
Right.
You know, if they hired you to go to McDonald's to flip burgers, you don't need a license, certificate, or a degree to flip burgers. What's up, Meow?
I'm good.
Hold on. Rena, you still in here? You said that's not true. What's not true, Rena? Or she left already. All right, Meow, what's up?
I just want to say, is university important?
All right, hold on, Meow. Plenty of people get jobs without a license. Rena, you're saying what I'm saying. So what's not true? That's exactly what I'm saying. A lot of people can get jobs without a license. I don't understand. Maybe you need to come up because I think you're not understanding what we're saying, maybe, or something.
Drop me down if she wants to come up.
Yeah.
I can drop
Unless you're talking about driving job. No, Rena, I'm talking about any place that says in order to do this job, you have to have a certificate, a license, or a degree. Okay. Now, I know people that lied and said they had a degree and the people never checked and they got a job. So they're holding on for dear life, but they're supposed to have one. I'm not saying whether you can't do it or not. I'm saying it's okay. Maybe I need to explain further, I guess.
Would just want to fight. Just want to fight
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Is that what it is, Rena? You just want to
Yeah.
fight today. So, Rena, I guess the question to you is a career and a job the same thing? Let's just start there. Is a job and a career is it the same thing? That's the question. I know people that told the truth and God opened the door and they got the job without the license. Yeah, Rena, you're definitely misunderstanding what we're talking about. Can you come up here? You're misunderstanding what we're saying. I'm not saying that someone can't bypass it and get it. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about someone bypassing something and that's not even the conversation. I'm saying there's a difference between a job and a career. That's what we're talking about, that there's a difference. Okay, maybe, you 100% misunderstood. Yeah, 100%. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about there's a difference between a job and a career. This is not about whether God can open the door. This is not questioning what God could do. This ain't that's not the conversation we're having. But either way, even if God opened the door and they got that career, it still proves the point that I'm saying. That career is not the same as a job. Okay? And it's still, I don't know. I don't know. I wish you came up here so I can see what did you hear that made you think that we're not talking about that.
I think she's saying that the fact that a person can do something over and over and over and get good at it.
Yeah, but now we're talking about two different things. We're talking about two different things. All right, that's what I'm saying. She's in another conversation. We're not having that conversation. The conversation is that a job and a career, they're not the same. That's the conversation. The conversation is not if you don't go to school, you'll never get a career. That's not the conversation. That's not even what we're talking about. So I don't know how that even turned into that. All right, Meow, what's up?
Okay, so my question was like, do you have to go to uni, okay, to like have a career? Like
Do what now?
university, not like a certificate or anything.
No, okay. Well, that's what Rena's bringing up, and it's common sense. Anybody can learn this at age 15 or 20. You can learn that there is ways to get into a career without going to school, but you have a better chance if you do. You understand, Meow? Okay, so now what's the question?
Okay, that's it really, but because they say like now, for example, in the UK, okay, a lawyer can have an exam, okay, it's called SQE, and they don't have to study or like take LLB certificate, like from the uni. So I'm questioning now, like, do I have to go to uni or anything to like?
Okay, so let's go over what you're saying. They can take the test, but they don't have to go to school, but they can take the test, right?
Yes, and they can become like officially a solicitor.
Right. So if they take the test and pass it, what does that mean?
It means they can like work as a solicitor.
No. But what does it mean if they pass?
Yeah, خلاص, they have the license.
No.
That's it.
No. I'm saying if they pass, that means they knew the information, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think they came out of their mother's womb knowing the information?
Nope.
How'd they learn it?
They study.
They studied. So does it matter if you go to a school to study or study yourself? Does that matter?
It doesn't matter, but
okay, hold on. It doesn't matter. So right, but all that matters is you go take that test and you pass, and they didn't go to a school, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So the reason it's okay for them to hold that license is because they proved they knew the information. So it doesn't matter how you learn the information, but going to school is going to help 90% of people, if not more. Not 90% of people is not going to just homeschool themselves past that test.
That is true, but like, what's the point of uni if you can't study for that exam yourself? That's what I'm saying. Like, is
Okay,
it
because not
anymore?
not everybody is as smart as everybody. That's why. Some people have to go to school because they're stupid. Someone has to show them 100 times. You understand?
Yeah, but even that exam is not necessarily what you study in the uni. Like, the uni will teach you how to study. That's what the university for. But they are not going to give you exactly 100%. And you don't have to do 3 years, for example, for most people. So
Yeah. So what's the point you're making, Meow?
I'm just like, I'm trying to convince myself it's okay to go to uni.
Of course it is. So why would it be wrong? All right, give me one. Give me one. Give me one career that somebody has without going to university. What? What? Law. So you're telling me you know someone who's a lawyer and they never went to school. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So now so they had to pay what, $500 for the test? How much they have to pay for the test? 22 what? Okay. 22,000. Okay. So you go pay 22K and then let us know when you pass. No, I'm saying, it would prove the point. Do you think you can go up there and pass that test right now? I'm asking you, if you went and took that test, could you pass it right now? Well, then go study and go take the test. What's the problem? Okay, so you're saying, why would you spend 22? How much is it to go to university? All right, so you save 10K. But still what? How much do these people make a year? If you were to take a guess, how much money they make a year? Just a guess. Okay, 60. So that means they can pay off that 22K in 1 year, right? Okay, so then now, after that 1 year, no more bills. Now you make 60K. What's wrong with that? Oh my God. Is that what this is? So now we're going to start revolting against the system? Is that what this is? Okay. Okay.
Going to uni, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point of having a degree? Just give me a reason, like.
Give you a reason. Okay. Do you got a place near you where you can go flip hamburgers? Okay, go there. Just go work there then. You don't have to have a degree then.
No, I'm just saying, like, the degree itself, like.
No, I'm saying the heck with the degree. Go
You
flip
said
burgers.
that you need to study, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that now most careers you don't have to go to a uni to study. Like, the uni will teach you to study in a certain way.
That's not new. That's always been around. There's a lot of places at the university that they'll allow you to take the test, and if you pass it, you don't have to take the course. That's not new. That's old. That's been happening for a long time.
They're having audio problems.
Who is?
Jennifer.
I don't have a degree, and I have a clean up chicken guts.
Yeah, they said they can't hear us for some reason.
Who can't hear us?
They got it fixed. They left and they came back and they said they can hear. Yeah, that's
Oh,
all.
okay.
They got it fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you're describing, Meow, that's old. I knew plenty of people, myself, one class that it was something that I learned in the Army, and I went and took this course, or I was going to take this course, but I already learned it in the Army. So I was like, hey, can I just take the test? And they're like, yeah. And I took it and got credits. But I already knew it. So why would I have to take the class?
Okay. But now, like, you can get apprenticeship and stuff. Like, why do you have to have a degree? Like,
Well, who's telling you have to have a degree? Your parents or what? Or your family? Who's telling you this?
everyone around me, they're like, they're making me, like, look crazy. Okay? For,
Okay.
like, okay, so I passed my foundation year. Okay? And everybody's like, oh, why you don't want to, like, go to uni? I'm like, خلاص, like, everybody, like, can do that without going to uni. Like, you can have a
Okay.
career.
Well, first of all, it depends what you want to do. Okay, for instance, police officer. Okay, can you just go be a police officer without a license?
Do you have to go to the uni to be a police officer?
No, I'm asking you a question. Okay, I don't know how it is where you're at. Okay, but in America, I'm gonna use Texas. You can't just come off the street and become a police officer. You have to go to school.
Like
what?
You got to have
Like-
some kind of credits.
Like university. You have to go to university. Yes.
Oh my
X amount of credits.
Because police academy, you have to learn the law. You have to learn what's legal, what's not illegal. You have to learn. And trust me when I tell you, nobody just knows all that stuff. That test is not easy. The state exam is not easy. If anybody wants to, you could take a practice exam. It's going to take you 2 or 3 hours. And let me know what you made. Good luck. You're not going to pass that thing. It's not easy.
That's just like real estate. You know what I mean? There's a test that you have to take. There's a certification you have to have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Right.
There's things that you do have to pass a test. Okay. Now, when we start talking about, well, this person didn't have to pass the test, and that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that you won't get a certain job unless you have a certificate. That is not the topic. The topic is the rules are set that if you want to get this job easier, you go to school. I don't know why people fight to go to school. I don't know why. I really don't. If you study, this stuff's not hard. You can pass. Okay? It's okay if I show up and go, hey, I went to school, I got a license, I'm ready to start this career. And they're like, you're hired, come on in. What's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that?
Nope.
Why is it everybody's fighting to go, well, no, can I just start cleaning the toilets? And then maybe God will open the door and I can just work with y'all up there. Okay, fine, if that's the route you want to take. But you know what would be quicker? If you just went to school. Be quicker. Why? What is this idea of fighting to learn something? I don't understand this. Go learn, so, but Meow, you're grown. If you don't want to go to university, don't. And just remember, you need to know why you're going to university. What are you
That's
going
true.
for? What are you trying to learn? Like everybody's like, you need to go to university. And you're like, really? All I really want to do is be homeless and live under the street. Then don't go to university. Go live under the street. Why argue? What are you arguing for? But if you want a real good job, and they said, well, the only way you're going to have this job, like for instance, being a police officer in Texas, no door, God is not going to open a door and they're going to come grab you from the street and you're going to be a cop in Texas. It ain't going to happen. You ain't got that license, you're not going to be a cop. It's not going to happen. The only way that you can get that job, and it's only going to last for a little bit, is if there's a new sheriff that comes in town and he deputizes you, right? So you become a deputy and you got, I want to say it's a year or two to where you have to get your license. So you'll have the job because the sheriff gave it to you. Of course, but that's not new. That's an old thing. But if you do not give a license on a certain day, you're gone. So you still have to go get it if you want to maintain the job. There are a lot of jobs like that. Now, of course, there are other jobs. Honestly, you don't have to have a degree. And they lie and go, you need to have a bachelor's degree to do this job. And they're lying. You don't even have to have I know people that's in positions that they're told you have to have a bachelor's degree to work here. And they don't have a bachelor's degree. That just means the place is lying. That doesn't mean that those people are special. They're lied to. So if you have to have a degree to do that job, then how come people without a degree can do it? That means the job, you don't need any extra training is what I'm saying. But to be certified to be an electrician, you're not going to just come off the street and God's going to make you an electrician and you don't even know how to do it. You're going to kill somebody or yourself. It's not true. It's not going to happen. There are things that there's a reason that you have to have a certification because the state has to certify that you passed a test and you know what you're doing and you're not going to hurt anybody. Same thing with a lot of jobs. Same thing. Licenses, certificates, degrees. There are degrees that are very specific. For instance, if a place says you have to have a bachelor's degree to work here and you say, which one? And they go, wow, we don't care. Now, if they say they don't care what degree you have, does that mean that the degree you have is catered to that job? Meow?
Can you repeat the question again?
If you want to go get hired somewhere and they tell you you have to have a bachelor's degree and you said, okay, what degree do I need? And they tell you it doesn't matter. If they tell you it doesn't matter, then what they're saying is that you don't have to have a degree that caters to the job.
Yes,
you
that's
understand?
true. Yeah.
Okay, so if it doesn't matter what degree you have, then what does it matter? They could just grab anybody and put them there.
Exactly.
All right, hold on, Keith. Hold on, Keith. Hold on.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, hold on. So what I'm talking about is when there is a specific training that is needed. They're not going to just grab anybody and throw them in there, bro. That's a lie. It's not going to happen. So again, police officer, you have to have a license. God's not going to open a door and, you could be a cop without a license. That ain't going to happen. Okay. Same thing with certificates. If you're a nurse and you have a certificate to be a nurse, which means you know how to, find people's hoses and,
No, you don't need a certificate to be a nurse. In fact, you can actually do like training, okay, and end up with a job in a hospital.
But they're meow. Hold on a second. Whoa, Keith, hold on. Meow. There are types of nurses that you do have to have a certificate. Meow.
But they are even like you can do the training.
Hold on. Meow. Hold on. Meow. Hold on. So, have you ever put a needle in someone's arm? Meow.
Everybody does this in my country.
Everybody sticks needles in people's arms in your country?
Yeah, literally.
Okay, do you know how to use an x-ray machine?
Okay, you can get training for that.
No. Yes, meow. It's called certificate training. Meow. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's not uni. University is so different than like training.
I'm not talking about university. I'm talking about certificate training.
Okay, but it's different.
Hold on. I don't care if it's different. It's still training. You still have to be trained to do it. Right?
That's with every job. Like even if you're going to McDonald's,
Exactly. No, McDonald's is you don't get a certificate for flipping burgers. Stop, meow. No, you don't.
No, you're going to be trained.
You're going to be trained, but it's not certificate training. It's not certificate training. It's not the same thing. Now you're lying. Now you're playing games.
Take a food safety course.
There you go. You have to take a food safety course. There you go. Right there. Right. All right, Meow. So what's all the point of this shenanigans you got going on?
I think truth seeker of God, he actually like said what I wanted to say. Like,
tell me. I don't know.
He said like that the university is secret societies, okay? And you have to basically like be in it just to like get like approval or something.
I don't know. I think you got some bad brainwash going on up there.
No,
Who
it's not
who
brainwashed, but it's
who
reality.
taught you? Who taught you this? Where'd you learn this at? Tell me. What? Let me see your certificate of training where you learned this. Let me see. Who taught you this? Yourself? You taught
Life.
yourself this? Huh? You teach
Life.
yourself this? Life?
Yeah.
Meow. You're still asking, why do I have to go to university? You still ain't figured that out yet. So life still ain't taught you to figure that out. Huh?
Yeah, brother, but even like all the people that I know that went to uni, they didn't do anything with their degree, most of them.
Okay, so what does that tell you, Meow? That means they just went to the university with no guidance. They just went. How's that make any sense? If you're going to go to university, know why you're going. For instance, if you want to get a job building bridges, you're going to have to go get an engineer degree, right?
Necessarily. You can get trained.
Oh my God, bro! You are living a lie. What are you talking about?
You
That's
can
true.
hire. You can
Like,
hire.
No, you're living a
people,
lie.
folks,
No, you're living a lie, Meow. No, you're
you
living a
can,
lie, man.
because in engineering you have high volt and low volt and like certain type of certificate, okay? And then when you go to a company, they will be like, certificate is not enough, and like you have to do like this and this and this. So like it's all like why? Like you just don't do like training and that's it, like, and you end up with a job and that's it. Drink
Yeah, you
coffee.
don't, Meow, you don't get it. You don't get it.
Meow, just go find a job, go do whatever you want, and see if you have the qualifications for it or not, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah, Meow, why don't you just go do whatever you want so you can be proven wrong and then come back over here so we can help you out? Do what? Who's talking? Herman? Yeah.
They want you to have a degree so they know you're committed. You'll show up. You'll do the work.
Well, see,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to ask, Trot. Can I start a business and be the CEO of that business?
Well, I mean, if you got the money, yeah.
Okay. Either way it go. Did I need to get a certificate or do I need to go somewhere else to know how to run the business that I started?
No, but you're going to have to hire people that do.
Right, you're going to have to hire. Right.
Right. So watch this. So if you used $500,000 to start a company, are you going to find people, just any numbskull off the street, and say, well, come on, idiots, I'm just going to train y'all how to do it? Or are you going to get someone that already knows how to do it?
Require them to have something.
All right, then. It's common sense. It's common sense. Too easy. Let me ask you, Meow, you still there? Or are you barking? You barking over there? You there, Meow? Oh. Man, my throat's really killing me today.
Trot started his own business with wood, right?
A couple of businesses. One of them would, yeah. One of them would.
You better have somebody show you how to use that chainsaw, right? Like,
well, and that's the thing. That's hard labor, right? So hard labor, 90% of hard labor is just training, on-site training, right? But when you're talking about licenses and certificates and stuff like that, all right, I'm coming. Meow, you ready or what? I don't know what she's doing. You know what? Matter of fact, she's at the university taking a class right now. That's why she's crying, because she didn't study, and she's about to get a bad grade. And she's like, why do I have to be here? I don't get it.
She's about to get a bad grade, Trot.
She's about to get a bad grade. She didn't study last night, and she's like, I don't understand. It's not fair. Everybody else don't have to go to university. Why do I have to go? She's trying to get somebody to tell her what she wants to hear. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to go. Just quit. Yeah, I knew it. But now we're telling her no. If there's a certain job you want, you need to do that. No, but I don't have. Tell me no. That's what she wants.
And while you're going through the university, they're going to give you different certificates while you go through the university. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Like while you're going through university, you have certifications that you have to
Acquire.
right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, like,
And then you get the degree. So you acquire these certifications, and now you have the degree. That's
What's up?
That's what it is.
What's up, Meow?
that's why, like,
Yeah.
I'm crying literally. Like, I don't want to go to uni, but I have to.
I knew it, bro. She's like, no, there's got to be. Try. Tell me there's another way. No, there's no other way. Quit trying to say. Let me say, the easy way is the poor way. Hey, Meow, let me ask you. You want to be poor? You don't want to have no money, Meow?
No.
Well, clearly not. Clearly you don't want money because you don't want to work hard for it.
Ah, that's true. But like, honestly, I want a lazy job. That's it. But like, I want to make money off it, and that's it. Like, go and eat.
You're not gonna. Listen. Why don't you just? You know what? Do what your heart is telling you to do. Right? Just quit. Give up in life be a dog. Hey, listen. Be a dog walker. Just put out an ad and say, I will walk your dog for 20 euros a week, and just go walk people's dogs. And then 10 years down the road, when you're alone, broken and hurt, then come back to Descaled and said, guys, I should have went to the university. That's what I should have done. Lord have mercy, boy. She went the easy way out.
No,
She's
honestly,
like,
do you want to know what I actually want to do? But I actually
What?
can't do it. I want to
What?
be a mortician. That's what I want to do.
What the heck is that? What is that?
Like, I want to like work in the
You
funeral.
have to learn how to do that.
Like,
You want to do what?
She wants to
Yeah.
work with the dead people or unalive people. Sorry.
I feel like
You want to work?
TikTok
Okay,
shop.
hold on. Time out. So your favorite show is Wednesday. You like that show Wednesday?
no, I don't like it. It's actually really bad. And
I don't know.
I don't like
I don't know.
Halloween,
I
by
don't
the
know.
way.
I'll tell you what. Go be a mortician, and I want to see what you look like in a year. You're gonna look just like Wednesday, 100%. 100%. You're gonna start. You're gonna start talking like her too. I don't know.
Like that.
Maybe we should. Maybe we all should just go away. The way that girl is, she's like, I don't know. What I was thinking is maybe we should go to the other side over there where the werewolf was, and we can run over there. And she's like a robot, like a. that's gonna be Meow. Meow's gonna get up there. And she's like, "Hi, I serve your dead people." Meow, 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 meow. What the heck? No.
That's what my heart is telling me.
Your heart wants you to be a mortician. You want to go put makeup. You want to put makeup on dead people.
I feel like it's like a very like satisfying job, and you're helping people and you're being there for them, and like it's just like it's very sacred.
It would be, but you can't just put people in the ground like they're unalive. You know what I mean? So when a person unalives,
No, you're
there are
helping the
things you have to do.
family, the grieving family, and you're there.
Let
for
me
them.
hold on. Let me ask you, Meow. Would you do that? Would you do that for free?
Yeah,
You would.
yeah.
All right. You're gonna be the crazy cat lady under the bridge.
Yeah.
Yep. You ever see? Hey, Meow. You ever seen the movie Home Alone Part 2? Home Alone Part 2. You ever seen that?
No, I didn't.
Somebody pull up the bird lady in Home Alone Part 2. Somebody pull it up so we can put it on the screen. That's going. Hey, this the picture y'all gonna see is gonna be Meow in about 10 years. Somebody pull it up. Who's got it? Who's got it? Nobody? Man.
I just got back. What you want?
All right. You ever seen the movie Home Alone Part 2?
Yeah, which one?
The with the bird lady. Find a picture of her and put it on your screen.
Like, I just want to be a crazy cat lady and just like be alone.
I know. I can
just
tell.
serve
I can tell. Oh, I know.
people.
I can tell. You're gonna smell like urine all the time.
Right, she don't, because she won't money. She don't want that. You don't want that.
Nah, that's what she wants. She's an adult. She can do whatever she wants. She's an adult.
Yeah.
Big
Pretty
girl.
good at being a comedian.
Yeah. Why don't you become a comedian?
Actually, I like to.
I'll
try,
show you.
but I don't like
I'll show you.
people when
I'll
they
show you how to
laugh.
do it. I'll show you how to do it.
You know how to be a comedian?
Yeah.
Okay?
Y'all can't tell. Let me tell you, how many times do I make y'all laugh in a day? Huh? You think it's easy?
It's
You
like
think
a
it's
sense
easy?
of humor. It doesn't have, like, comedians, like, I don't know. I don't like
Said
that joke.
your humor is just a filler.
No, what she's saying is she thinks that comedians don't put work. She thinks that they just have a sense of humor. That's a lie. Meow, where do you learn your logic?
Yeah, there she goes.
All right, here it goes. I'm going to put it up on the screen. There you go, Meow. That's you in 10 years right there. There it is.
God.
That's it.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
And she's gonna be nice to all the people. Hey, she got cat and bird poop all over her. She's like, oh, they're just lovely animals. I remember 10 years ago on Descaled, I proved them wrong. You don't have to have a certificate or license. You don't have to go to the university in life. Look at me now. Oh, Lord have mercy.
She actually lived a peaceful life, guys. Like, this is
There
a
you
peaceful
go.
life.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, she's such at peace with that bird poop and cow hair. Cat hair all over her. Listen, if that's the case, go get you a bunch of birds, okay? A bunch of doves, a bunch of chickens, and get a farm there. Then you can sell your eggs, okay? You can sell some meat, there.
You can have the funny farm.
There you go. The
That's
funny
actually-
farm. Man, bro, that's a funny movie.
And live
That's a bad movie.
countryside and have a farm, organic food. Honestly,
I know, and you can stop shaving. Don't shave nothing anymore. Don't even wash your hair. Don't even wash your hair. Natural oils.
And they become locks.
Hey, you gonna look rough. Hey, Meow.
She gonna look rough like that picture that Bill just showed. She gonna look just like that lady. And every time people walk by, she's gonna go meow. It's like, oh my God, it's the crazy cat lady over there. All because she just didn't. Yeah, all because she didn't want to put in the hard work
really right.
and go get. Do what, Christian? Christian, what'd you say?
Bro, why am I up here?
I don't know. You put yourself up here.
You requested.
Yeah, I don't know. Does he not know?
I took care of that.
Sound like you don't want to be up here, Christian. Don't act like that, man. Stop playing.
Keith even knows. Keith even calling him out too.
How did I get
Yeah, did I do that? I did not request. Christian, you did. Whether you did it on purpose or not, nobody can pull you up, bro. You have to hit the request button, sir or ma'am. You have to do that. Even if it was a pocket request, it doesn't matter. You did it. You. Nobody else. Nobody made it.
I don't know how I got here.
What'd you say? All right. So, Meow, I think after this conversation, we have learned that you have to go to university, and we want to see your grades every semester. And if you fail 2 semesters in a row,
Not what she wanted to hear.
yeah. If you fail 2 semesters in a row, we are going to disbar you from Descaled because apparently we're holding you back in life. And as you gain 5 to 10 pounds every year to look like that chubby cat lady in that film, we need to see that progress. Okay. If you're going to do something, do it good. Okay. So you need to gain about 25 pounds in about 3 or 4 years. Make sure to get that big old wool coat that she has and get one of those funny hats with has little flowers in it. Okay. So start working towards that goal in life. That's your goal.
How much are you willing to be boo-booed on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much are you willing to be boo-booed on me? Yeah.
That's right. Because you're going to get a lot of boo-boo. You're going to get a lot of boo-boo. All the doves do is poop all
there's
day
like
long.
a washing machine. There's something like called the washing machine. And like you don't have to like,
You're gonna need a job for that. How you gonna get the detergent? How you gonna get a washing machine? Where you gonna be in?
I can like make money, okay? Without the job.
You can't make
That's
money.
actually a skill.
No. Why don't you just dive in the lake and swim for about 15 minutes, wash that poo off, and you're good. Good to go.
He said, wash that poo off.
Wash the poo off just by swimming. No big deal. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, that was a Descaled family. I mean, a Grit Mastery family session. with our friend Meow. I'm going to make sure the title of this, the cat lady. Okay, that's going to be the title of this video.
Oh, that's going to be classic.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing too, Trot, because we older people let the younger person know what kind of need to go on. You mean like?
Yeah, I'm gonna put on there. I don't need a career, and then put the picture of the cat
I
lady
can
on
have
there.
a cookies business.
A cookie business.
Yeah.
A cookie business with a dove poop on it as icing.
How about TikTokers, Trump? Would you consider that a career? There's some people that make like close to 40K.
Yeah, but making a lot of money is that's not what a career is. Making a lot of money.
I know,
so
but would
it's a
it
job.
be a career?
If you become a TikToker, it's a job. Solid. It's not a career. Okay. People just want to call it a career to sound like they're doing something, but it's not. It's a job.
This is who makes money more than doctors, by the way. That's actually
It's not
true.
It's not about money. It's not about money. Does not determine if you have a job or a career.
Like, give like ideas, like influence people with
okay,
new,
well,
like,
I know drug dealers that make $1 million a year. That's not a career. Okay. All right. It's not a career. Get off the gas.
Yeah, and just like them, there comes a time that it comes to a halt.
It's not a career. They make more money than doctors and everybody y'all are talking about. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, you know what? Just be an actor. That way you can act like the crazy bird lady and make money, and you're not really a bird lady.
Listen, I took my civil servant status. I took my civil service status for two things. And I have my brother-in-law who's a retired military as well. He served in multiple conflicts, and he's the one who pushed me and told me about a career. He said, because you're gonna come a time in your age that you're gonna need medical coverage and a pension.
And a pension, and you know what?
Forever.
Yeah, and you know what?
That's things jobs provide though, big fella. So I want you to don't say it like that. The career aspect of it is that what you do contributes. That's what the career is, instead of having a job.
Yeah, the difference between a career and a job is real simple. Okay, a job, anybody can do it, and because of that, you're not going to be as respected. You're going to have a certain kind of people you're working with. When you have a career, the clientele, the type of people you're working with, usually it's a better type of people. And I know people hate this, and I really don't care. But at any job, a lot of people hate their job. So a lot of them ain't always on time. Look, you're always going to have your good and your bad when it comes to a job. But in the career, it starts minimizing. There's people that put a lot of hard work in their career, and they're not losing their career. So they care about it. There's a majority of people that have jobs. They don't care about it. They didn't do nothing to earn it. They mistreat their bosses. The bosses mistreat them. I mean, I could do this all day. It's not the same thing. Career and job is not the same thing, period.
Okay, I have a question. So why does a career have to be, a label like thing? Like, if you don't become a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, like you don't have a career. Like, if you don't become from these labels or something, you don't have a career. Maybe the one who is flipping burgers actually have a career, and you never know. Why do we have to label everything?
You never know. Meow, you always say you never know. That's the problem.
Yeah,
you don't know.
That's true.
You don't know. Okay, you don't know. You never know. I'm trying to tell you, and you're like, no, but anything's possible. You're just gonna have to learn, bro.
You're
just gonna have to learn.
Does a job choose you, or do you choose a career?
What, Big Phil?
Does a job choose you, or you choose a career?
Does a job choose you, or you choose a career?
No, you do both of them. Does a job choose you, or do you choose the job, Meow?
Oh, I choose the job.
You choose the job. Okay. Does the career choose you, or do you choose the career?
I choose the career.
Okay. So see, you think you choose both. You think neither one of them can choose you. When it comes to a career, you have to choose. which one that you want to do. So when somebody's working at a gas station and they're putting the drinks in the thing and you're having a conversation with them, they're like, man, if it was my choice, I wouldn't be working here. You ain't never heard nobody say that? Okay, you don't hear a lot of people saying that in careers. I was in career. The career field that I didn't never hear anybody say, if it was up to me, I wouldn't be working here. I never heard anybody say that. Not like that. You understand or not? Yeah. So the point is, they're not the same. They're not the same thing. All right. And I know you hate it. And I feel for you. I feel so bad that you're struggling on whether you need to go to university or not. I feel so bad. But what you need to do is you need to pick, if you're going to go to university, what are you going to put your money on? That's what you got to do, bro. What are you going to do? What job are you going to get? And you get the career, you get the degree that's going to help you do that job better. That's what you do. Don't just
That's the thing. Like, they make you choose, like, like, since we are kids, like, yeah, police officer, you can be a police officer, you can be that, you can, maybe, like, people just be, like, they just want to be, like, happy and, like, live in peace with cats.
They
like,
want to be happy. So, okay. So you're telling me that there's nobody that went to university, got a job, they're not happy. Is that what you're saying?
Like, you don't have to go to university to be happy. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, no, you don't. But do you want to be poor or you want to have money? I don't understand. I mean, you can go sell drugs. You can. I mean, you can do that if you want to.
A pharmacuda. Listen, Trot, isn't that could we categorize her being a little slothing in the sense?
Oh yeah. She being slothful for real.
Yep.
You don't want to put in the hard work. She's like, there's got to be an easier way. That's where you're at. You better hurry up and unalive that real quick, or you're gonna be the Catwoman for sure. And then now you got to lie that you're happy. Why? You're not gonna be happy smelling like bird poo, but you're gonna lie just to prove everybody wrong that you're gonna lie. That's a rebellious spirit. You're in rebellion. Meow. You come out of that.
Hear the God in Jesus' name.
Huh? What?
What's his name?
You rebuke what? What do you rebuke? Huh? Huh?
About like
you can't listen. You rebuke it before you start acting like that. You don't act like that and then try to rebuke it, bro. You're doing it backwards. So
and then you act just like
no. You're acting in rebellion, and then when someone says, "Hey, you have a rebellious spirit," I rebuke that. You should have rebuked it before you started acting like it. You understand? You're rebuking it too late.
Yeah, but Jesus rebelled. Like, Jesus was like, he didn't follow the things they applied to him. He said, no, you're wrong. I'm not going to do that.
No, Jesus did not rebel. Jesus did not rebel. Stop it. Jesus is the truth. No, the people rebelled. He's the truth. He didn't rebel. Silly.
That part. Hey, Trot, man. Hey, explain that to her, because she don't understand that.
Now she'll understand, but we just can't force it down her mouth. But Jesus didn't rebel. The people rebelled, not Jesus. And you right now you're being rebellious. You're
when he became a man, okay, and people were telling him, do this, do that. He said, no, I'm not going to do it because it's
what were they? Hold on. What were they telling him to do? What?
Satan told him to eat. Or when people told, like, ask questions.
No. One at a time. What did Satan do?
Him, like, eat, basically. He said, like, you can eat this, like, I think stone to
So you're telling me that Jesus rebelled against Satan?
But bro. You know
That's
what
what you're saying, bro. That's what you're saying. Satan told Jesus to eat, and he said no. Bro,
the act of not following something because somebody is just telling you to do it.
I know,
I don't
but
know
the
how
thing,
to say it. Like, is it rebellion or not?
Wow. Wow.
Hey, see, you're so rebellious that you would even say that Jesus rebelled against Satan. See? You see?
Meow.
Right.
Meow. What you're doing real quick is just putting a whole bunch of excuses to validate how you're feeling in your emotions right now. Because you don't want to do it. You know
Yeah.
it's right that you should do it. But since you're being slothful and you don't want to do it, you'll find 1,000 excuses why you shouldn't.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm not going to do it. All right.
You want to know what's crazy? As soon as you do it, you'll feel better. You know what I mean? Once you get through it, you'll feel better.
Yep. And then you can come over here and apologize. All of us mean people for trying to help you out.
God bless you all.
She said, no, you're not mean. All right. Either way, you need to hurry up and say, okay, out of these 5 jobs, this is the one I want to do. And your job is to figure out, what do I have to do this job? If they say you need a certificate, a degree, or a license, go get it. It's not hard. But it's up to you, though. It's up to you. Now, if you want to sell, ice cream out of an ice cream truck, you know how you drive the little ice cream truck around? Ice cream. Get your ice cream. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. But you still got to get a license to drive the truck. But go ahead. It don't take long to get the license to drive the truck, though, for that ice cream truck.
No, but she also needs a license for the service.
For the food.
Agriculture.
Yeah, and then she's going to get mad. She's going to get mad at them and say, I don't understand. It's just ice cream. Why do I have to take a class to sell ice cream? That's what she's going to do. She can get mad about that, too. And get mad at everybody. Then she's going to be in jail because they're like, turn around, put your hands behind your back. No, because I didn't do nothing wrong. Well, here we go. My God.
Because
mad at the world.
If you serve them something bad, then the person who you serve something bad to has to be able to sue somebody. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you getting your serve safe license to serve this food because you know how this food is supposed to be made, this whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to, and you getting this permit. I have a permit to serve this food at this particular pace. You know, that's the certifications that Trot is talking about. So you have to have these things in order to operate. You know what I mean?
All right, guys. Looks like we are done with the Grit Mastery family. This is going to be titled Catwoman. I'm going to make sure to put a big old meow cat on the side there. That way Meow can find it. She can find it, and whenever she's mad at the world, she can play this again and be like,
Just to correct myself, guys, I didn't mean that Jesus rebelled, like, in that sense. Like, I just meant that he didn't follow, okay, what everybody was telling him to do just because they're telling him.
Okay, good, but nobody can tell him what to do. He's God. Nobody tells him what to do. Okay, so he don't rebel against anybody. He doesn't rebel.
That's true, but I didn't know.
Everybody rebel. So God is telling you, go get a license because it's better for you. And you're like, no, for Satan is my father, and I shall rebel as Satan rebelled against God. You can't rebuke it. You're doing it. You need to rebuke it before you do it, right? When you have the thought, I just don't think I got to learn nothing. You need to rebuke that thought. Instead, you're accepting the thought. And when someone is telling you that thought is wrong, you're like, no, I rebuke that. You're rebuking the wrong thing. You need to
now we got to get oil. We got to get you deliverance.
Got to get you delivered.
Bust the oil out. Don't bust the oil out.
Don't bust the oil out, bro. Save it, bro. Save it. We might do. What'd you say, Herman? Oh. Herman, I think you're
that was gotta get the oil.
You gotta get the oil. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. It's all good. Guys, listen, it is 1:45 in Texas. We are now finished with a Grit Mastery family session. We're done. Has anybody got any last words? Say them now. Forever hold your peace.
Meow, go to university.
go to uni. Hello.
Hey, this family is purposeful. So there's a reason for this family. There's a reason for what Try doing. I appreciate it. And God bless you.
Absolutely. Anybody else got something to say?
Amen. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. God bless.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else? Anybody else? No? All right, guys, we will see y'all more than likely Monday morning. I don't know the exact time, so make sure that your notifications are turned on. God bless. We'll see you soon.